This episode continues our journey on the Via Francigena. When we woke up early in the morning, the thunderstorm had already been going on all night, and it showed no sign of stopping. So we changed our plan. We took the bus to San Gimignano. San Gimignano is famous for its medieval towers and is often called the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. Its historic center is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1990. We entered the town through Porta San Giovanni, one of the main gates in the outer wall. San Gimignano once had 2 rings of city walls. The older inner wall was built around the end of the 10th century. But as trade and pilgrimage brought more people and more wealth to the town, in the 13th century, a new outer wall was built around it. The stone-paved streets and the old buildings on both sides still retains the city's medieval character. The streets are lined with shops, from souvenir stores to cafes. This shop was full of truffle products, and since this area is known for truffles, we did what visitors usually do and brought some to take home as gifts. Ahead of us is the inner wall of San Gimignano. After entering the inner town, the first thing that caught our attention was the long queue outside the famous Gelateria Dondoni. The gelato master, Dondoni, once helped the Italian team to win the Gelato World Cup. He was also one of the few gelato makers in Italy to receive the title of Master of Art and Craft. We then arrived at the Cathedral Square. All around us, towers rose above the rooftops like medieval skyscrapers. Today, 14 of those towers remain, but in its prime, San Gimignano had as many as 72 towers. With so many towers packed into one small town, the density must have felt almost like a modern financial district. Beside the church, there is a small passage leading to the entrance. At the time, the outside looked rather plain, so we decided not to go in. Only later did we find out that the interior is almost entirely covered with magnificent 14th century frescoes. That was probably the biggest miss of the day. From there, we walked over to the nearby Cistern Square. At the center of the square, there is a stone structure that looks like a well, but it is actually a public water cistern built in 1287. In the past, people lowered buckets on ropes to draw drinking water from below. Over time, the ropes cut grooves into the stone rim, leaving marks that can still be seen today. As we made our way out of the old town, we stopped on a small terrace. People were leaning against the rugged city walls, looking out over the countryside beyond San Gimignano. Finally, we head back to the hotel restaurant for dinner. The food was very good overall, and it was a nice way to end the day. That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching.